Ever wondered what your flight attendants are really talking about behind the galley curtain?
Welcome to Two Guys on a Plane, your go-to podcast for an insider look at flight attendant life.
We're your hosts, Rich and Drew, and we're here to tell you what really goes on at 35,000 feet.
So sit back, relax, we're ready for takeoff. Welcome back, friends, to Two Guys on a Plane. Today, we are talking about layover life. Are you a slam clicker or are you out enjoying your layover?
Mom, if you're listening, a slam clicker is a flight attendant or pilot who gets to their hotel room on a layover, slams the door shut, clicks the lock, and you will not see them again until van time the next morning. So we're going to talk today about what kind of flight attendants we are.
Yeah. But before we do that, how was your week of flying, Rich?
My week of flying was chaotic, to say the least. Passengers on my last couple little trips have just not had the most patience. They are kind of losing it a little bit on me, and I'm losing it on them as a result, which is maybe gonna come back to me in a letter at some point, but I don't remember where I was even flying because sometimes it all blends together.
Always blends together.
Air traffic shut down recently in Puerto Rico, and that shut down Miami, and so basically everywhere kind of over the Caribbean was like shut down. Air traffic had a radar issue, and flights were kind of, people weren't knowing like what was what, and everything kind of slowed down, and we ended up getting stuck for a little while on the ground. But it was one of those situations where it was like, okay, we're gonna go back to the gate. Okay, no, we're not. Okay, we're gonna deplane everybody. Okay, no, we're not. Okay, we're gonna board. Okay, no, we're not. And so like it was like a 2-hour period of just uncertainty, and that sort of thing is frustrating, I think, for passengers and for crew members, because it's like, what's happening, and we don't really know in those situations. So people are like, why can't we have drinks, or why can't we do this? And it's like people were just getting mad about it, and I'm like, with everything going on in aviation lately, like, I am glad they paused things.
Yeah,
if there's a radar issue and they don't know where planes are, stop flying. Like, I don't like, pause and take a minute and let aviation figure itself out before we go into circumstances that might be unsafe. So, but people were not the most understanding about that. I mean,
I hate those days.
I just had people chewing me out for things left and right, and I'm like, I didn't do this to you.
Right, that part.
Do you want me to be nice to you on the next 4.5 hours, or do you want me to now be mad at you?
What you shouldn't do during any sort of anything on an airplane is make the flight attendant your enemy. It's not our fault. We didn't do this. Just slow down, pay attention, and let's all get along.
Exactly.
I'm sorry you had a rough week. It's no fun for anyone.
There's good weeks and there's bad weeks.
Yeah.
And that's just part of flight attendant life.
Yeah. Well, it still sucks to hear that you had a rough week, so I'm sorry for that.
But luckily, I did have some good layovers lately, which I always love.
And that's what we're talking about today.
I know. And it makes me really happy when you have good trips with good layovers.
Yeah.
And good crews, because sometimes you end up at those trips where it's like you have the greatest layover. Like, you could be in Paris and be like, this should be the time of my life, but you're just with a miserable crew. And I mean, solo layovers are fun too, but like sometimes it's just a little chaotic, and it's like, what do you want? Do you want the good layover with the bad crew? Or do you want the good crew with the bad layover?
Right.
Or whatever the case may be.
I don't think there's a good answer to that question.
No, I think for layovers, for me, it's definitely, it depends on where I am, where I'm going, what I'm doing.
Oh, you are for sure
like
a vibe person. Like,
because sometimes I want to slam click, and sometimes I want to go do stuff.
Yeah, no, you're even if you could bid your favorite layover and like it would still be a vibe for you. You'd be like, no, I'm slam clicking.
You think I would slam click on my favorite layover?
Oh, for sure. If like all the vibes weren't right for you, yes, 100%. Crew's not good. Something during your day happened and like changed your mood. Like, you're not going out that night. You're just gonna stay in. You could be in like.
No, I think if it's my favorite layover, I'm going out regardless, because you're not going to ruin that for me.
Okay.
I think you're the mood one, because you're definitely like, nope, not feeling it. Oh. So-and-so said something to me today. Yeah, you're laughing because you know it's true. So-and-so said something to me today, and I'm done. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I am. You're 100% true. Yeah.
So it's funny because I feel like some flight attendants and pilots are like, yes, I'm a slam clicker, this is who I am, or no, I'm going out at every layover, and you and I, it's like, goes to show how weird we are, because we're like, it's very specific circumstances will dictate what happens.
It very specific to circumstances will dictate if I go out or not. My like default setting is slam clicker. But I've been doing this for a long time, right? Like, how many times can you go to Tampa?
I love Tampa.
Okay, so do I. I bid it for the wings because there's a restaurant there that has really good wings.
What is the wings restaurant?
Hattrick's.
Oh, that's right, Hattrick's. People are always telling me to go there, and I never
it's
end up
so
there.
good. They have such good wings. I don't really know about their other food. Other people say they have good food. I love their wings. They're like twice baked and really crispy. And honestly,
crispy sounds good though.
It's kind of an Irish bar too, I think, if I remember correctly. I haven't been in a while.
I mean, at the risk of sounding like a pilot, I love a good Irish bar.
I know you do.
They're staples. They're classic. You know what you're getting. Whether the food is amazing or not, it's usually pretty standard. I mean, you can't go wrong there. But you know where I was in Tampa the other day? I went to this place called Oxford Exchange, and it was like this bookstore, coffee shop, champagne bar.
I was like, is that where you sent me the brunch pictures from?
Brunch
I'm
place.
so jealous.
Like, it was like all in one, but you could hang out there. They had like open seating where you could just grab a coffee and bring your laptop and get work done. You could sit in a corner and read a book, but you could have this like fancy brunch dinner.
Rich posted it on his socials, and I thought he was like in the moment posting, and I was like, he's at home. Where are you? I was so mad that he was whatever he was doing without me. He was like, no, silly, that was my layover.
I did post it at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you're looking at my stories, you probably were like, is he drinking mimosas at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Probably.
No, rude.
On a day off?
But yeah, no, anyways, Oxford Exchange in Tampa, and apparently Hattrick's. And of course, you and I would be the ones to be excited about Tampa of all places. But that's just who we are as people.
Well, I mean, if I'm bidding a layover, if I'm going to do a layover, I'm 100% doing it for food.
It's for food.
Well, for sure. Yeah.
No, I mean, that's half the fun of the job. I remember going to Minneapolis once, like flying Philly to Minneapolis and flying right back to Philly, non-revving, flying standby to get donuts. If you've been into the Minneapolis airport, there's a place called, I think it's Angel Food Bakery. They have a bacon maple donut. Like I literally non-revved there to get a donut and fly home. Like that's the crazy shit we do.
Houston has a Shipley's, and I fly to Houston for that because they have one in the airport. Yep. They have a Shipley's in the airport, so I'll pick up Houston so that I can go get a Shipley donut because it's easier than flying home.
I wasn't even working though. I really just went and flew there on my own time, unpaid, to get a donut and come home. Which
is it Des Moines you fly to for pizza?
Des Moines, yes. Crab Rangoon pizza from Fong's.
I make him bring it home to me all the time.
It's really good. But you know, I was there recently and the quality, I don't know, it was a little sus,
Everyone's
honestly.
allowed to have an off day.
You're right. I'll go back to Des Moines. You just want me to go back and get you a pizza.
Sure do. I want you to bring home a pizza, please.
I sure will.
I send him to Des Moines for pizza, and I send him to Paris for butter. Where else do I send you for things that I need?
I remember when I started flying, making fun of these senior mamas who were like, well, I've got to go to Barcelona for my lotion, and Paris for my butter, and Mexico for my whatever.
It was that salami. You went to Barcelona the other day and brought home that salami, and I am obsessed, and I'm going to make you go back for more of that, too.
Most of it, yeah. I mean, you know, these are the perks of the job here. But anyways, layovers.
Back to layovers. I bid for food.
I do as well, clearly. I'm all about a good food place. If you tell me there's some random city and they have a good restaurant, I'm going to start bidding it because I want to go there and I want to have that. Yeah. But what are some of your, other than food, obviously, but what are some of your, well, it could be for food. What are some of your favorite layovers that you've had?
You know, I think for me, it's really just the crews that you're with. They can make or break any layover if you're on one. If you're with like really good friends and you're all hanging out after work and debriefing, like those make for the best ones.
Yeah.
So like I originally, if I'm bidding for a layover, my initial bid is for food and hotel brand. Some of the beds are just more comfortable than other ones.
True.
And if I'm bidding for a hotel brand, it's because I do not plan on leaving my room. I'm going to crawl up in that bed and watch TV. Right. And probably order room service.
It's so true because there's some layovers where it's like, okay, I'm in Manhattan. I don't really care what the hotel is to some degree, I will say.
No, because you're going to go out and explore the city.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then there's other
cities. We're going to catch a show. We're going to go have some, you know,
Like if I'm in
pizza, we're gonna go
Columbus,
grab a slice or
Ohio,
a bagel or something like that. But
right.
yes,
If I'm in like Columbus, Ohio for 30 hours, like I want a comfy hotel because I'm probably not going out and well, that's a lie. I always find a place to go. But Columbus, Ohio, I don't know.
yeah, we're very different people. Rich is going to explore.
I
I am
want to
not.
see something. I feel sad if I'm like in my room too long
Yeah.
alone. That makes me depressed. What are your least favorite layovers? What are places that you're like, I don't ever have to go back there again?
I don't really have those.
No?
No. Well, one, we don't really control it, right? Like, because
Yeah. Airline schedules are airline schedules.
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to think where was I hate crimed? Because that's a place I don't want to go
Little
back.
Rock.
Little Rock, Arkansas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some lady called me the F word, and I was not a fan of that. And then, me thinking anyone was going to stand up and defend me in this moment, sitting at this bar alone in Little Rock, didn't happen. I was like, I'm about to like have some ugly situation happen here. But yeah, that was not fun for me. So I don't really have to go back there. But otherwise, I think it's hotel dependent. Like at certain hotels, it's like, I'm not going to go back there because I did not like that they had no microwave or
Right.
something like that. Like it's always something really random that I'm like, no.
It always is something random,
But-
isn't it? Okay, so to you, is slam clicking okay? Is that like do you consider that a form of self-care?
Yes, absolutely. I think slam clicking, or at least when I started, I always felt like new hires, especially, it's like a negative thing. Like, okay, you don't want to go out and explore, you don't want to do anything in your layover, like how boring are you? And I feel like over time I've learned to appreciate it in terms of like some days you need to be like, I'm taking a nap, I'm sleeping in, I'm gonna take a 20-minute shower, I'm gonna do whatever, and just kind of like binge on Netflix, binge on whatever TV show, put my feet up, like sit around in comfy clothes, eat snacks, and like just have a whole vibe,
I love when a hotel has a good bathtub. I'm so mad that hotels are only putting in showers now because you used to like pull out my Clorox wipes, clean the tub, and like have a nice soak.
I'm really glad you said pull out Clorox wipes. Some of these people using hotel tubs
I can't.
just willy-nilly
You
without
still have to like
cleaning it
do a
out.
little,
And there's
work,
still
but-
some, actually, we're gonna have to poll the audience on this one because tubs on layovers really kind of gross me out. There's a couple in Europe that I'm like, okay, I for some reason trust Europeans to clean their toilets more, or toilets, oh my God, bathtubs more. And they have like deeper tubs there too.
Yeah.
But some of the hotels that we stay in the US, I'm like, I'm not getting into this and taking a bath here. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad to hear that you're a Clorox wipe kind of guy
Well,
when it
for
comes
sure.
to tubs.
I'm not, but we don't have one at home. So like
We
sometimes you
know.
just want to soak after a long day.
It's true.
Yeah. Tell me about your hotel routine. If you are doing a layover, tell me what your like
Oh.
hotel routine looks like.
I know. I feel like people have weird hotel behaviors, but I'm definitely the type that I do everything I need to do for the next morning immediately, because if I do go out, I want to be like prepared the next morning to come back to the room and just crash and go to sleep, and then the next morning I'm ready to like hit the ground running, get ready for the van or whatever. So like I'll get to my hotel room, obviously step 1, check for murderers. Exactly. Step 2, poop, obviously.
Yeah.
And then step 3, take off my uniform, hang it up, iron it, get a new one out, whatever the case may be, and then plug in all my stuff, my, work devices, my phone, my Apple Watch, and all that sort of stuff, and then just kind of set things up from there. If I have food, I'll put it on like my Hot Logic. Do you guys use Hot Logic? I love my Hot Logic. I know you do. We're both like big Hot Logic
huge
fans.
Hot Logic users.
But we'll put our food.
Mom, Hot Logic is like a hot plate. It's a traveling hot plate that you can use on your layovers.
It's super easy. It takes up like no space in your bag. You just plug it in. I mean, it can take a while to heat it up, but if you plug it in like first thing when you get to your room, your food will be hot in no time. But yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll go out and explore, and then come back to my room and just crash. Usually, that's kind of my routine. What about you?
Very similar. Check for murderers.
Always number 1.
Not unpack, but like, put your toiletries out, kind of get everything set up. And if I'm leaving my hotel room, I like to have everything in a way to where I can just come zip up when I get back to the hotel
Yes,
that night.
exactly.
Not that I'm an avid gym goer, but I do like to like go spend a few minutes walking on a treadmill if I don't know the area that I'm in. Like if there's a walking path, I would rather go do that before dinner or
Same
just
here.
something to get some fresh air. But I feel like, you know, we're moving, but we're not. So I try to use the gym or go on a long
Right.
walk or something like that.
I don't know how people do it sometimes. Like when I had a 9 to 5 job, I was really good about going to the gym and getting in that routine. Some days it's like you
I have
fly,
no idea. I
you
don't know
fly
how they
like a
do it.
12-hour day, and
Correct.
these people are like, fitness, yay. And I'm
Right.
like, food, yay. I don't know how they
Right.
do it.
I don't either. Kudos to all of you who are like really in that gym,
Yeah.
and call me. If you
Right.
see me on a layover, pull me into the gym with you because I need it. I need
I'm
help.
gonna
I can't
say
do
that here on the podcast, but in real life, don't call me. I'm not coming with you to the gym. But I'm the same way. I'd rather get out and explore. Like I could walk, 10 miles around a city before I would spend 30 minutes in a gym in a hotel. It's
Yeah.
like after being stuck on an airplane all day, I think this is why I'm usually not a slam clicker. I need that fresh air. Like my mental health needs it, my physical health needs it. Like I need to get out and like feel alive,
Yeah.
feel human again.
Yeah. And then honestly, for me, it depends on the length of layover. If I'm on a longer one, like I'm in my phone, I'm Googling some sort of like local restaurant or attraction to go like check out.
Yeah.
You know, I love like libraries and art museums, bookstores. So like,
museums, yeah.
I'm trying to find something like that to go do versus just, or
Yeah.
if you've got me on a Caribbean, like a beach layover, I'm straight to the beach and I'm laying there
Yeah.
all day long.
I'm and I'm
But
all
if it's
about,
a short one, I'm definitely just going to the hotel bar and
Yeah.
ordering dinner.
I'm all about the like activities on layovers. Like, is there a concert in town of an artist I like? Is there an artist I've never heard of that I might want to like find out about them? Is there a musical or something nearby?
Oh, and I love to do this for you. I love to like buy you concert tickets while you're on a layover. We've done this a couple times.
A couple times, yeah. You have.
We're just like, I'm going to this city, and I'm like, well, this is your
Yeah,
favorite artist
so-and-so's
is
there.
playing. Here's a ticket.
I know. And then like, I'm not going to go alone. And then you send me a ticket and I'm like, I guess I'm going alone. Speaking of alone though, like do you like hanging out with crew members on layovers, or do you like having like a little me time?
For me, it depends on who we're with, right? Like if we're vibing and I really enjoy your company, like let's go do something together. But I know that I'm a weirdo and I could literally go sit in a bookstore all day. So I don't want to force you to come do that with me. So it really depends on
Right.
what I have planned and if we were vibing or not. If you want to come sit in a bookstore with me, I'm totally down for that. But
Yeah.
where are we? What was there to do? Like I love
Right.
going, and I don't gamble, but Vegas layovers are super fun because you can pull your crew down and like play some slot machines and, hang out.
I had a Vegas layover once where I gambled because I'm not a gambler. I'm not good at it. I don't like doing it. And this guy I was flying with was like, oh, it's so much fun. I go here every time. I always win. These slot machines are so great. Like I always walk away with something. And I was like, okay. And I was like, but I'm new. I don't have any money. I'll come hang out with you, but I don't want to do it.
Right.
And he's like, just here, take some money of mine and you play. And he gave me $250 of his own money to spend. I lost that shit in like 10 minutes. And he was like, well, did you have fun? And I was like, not really. And he's like, please just say yes. You just threw away my money. And I was like, to be fair, you gave me the money to do it.
I told you I was terrible at this before you handed me money.
Taken the money and been like, I won $250. Yeah, that was fun. But I do love. There's nothing like going out with a crew that you really, really like and really vibe with, because those are the moments where you're like, being a flight attendant or a pilot is like so cool because we don't know these people.
Right.
You become best friends with them so quickly, and you share your life stories over dinner and drinks in some random city. And it's like, I'm sure you can think of 1,000 times, maybe not 1,000, but like at least a few where you've just been like, that was magic.
Correct. And that's why I say it really just depends on the vibe of the crew that day, whether we're going out or not. And sometimes I literally don't want to go, but you have somebody who's like, I don't really want to go alone. And you're like,
right.
Okay, I guess I'm going. And then you end up having the best time with that person because their energy is like so good. And it just kind of solidifies the friendship that you've already been making on the airplane. So
Especially with newer people too. Like, I always feel bad if I'm with a crew and everyone's like, nah, I'm slam clicking, and this person is suddenly very excited about wherever we are, whether you've been there 1,000 times or not, and you're like, this energy is infectious. Like, I have to treat this
100%.
newbie.
And we have to pay it forward, right?
Yeah.
We've all been taken care of at some point. We were with some senior crew and they were like, I got your dinner, we're going out for drinks, everything's on me. And then you kind of want to pay that forward with the new person that you're with too, because like, it's cool to kind of be that like senior flight attendant at this point.
It is kind of nice to be like that fun senior flight attendant. I just flew this girl and she was like, oh, you're so fun. You're like one of the fun senior guys. And I was like, senior. Girl, I've been here 10 years. Calm down.
Right. That's funny. I'm going to tell on you.
Tell on me.
Yes. Because there's this really cool thing that Rich does. When he first started, speaking of being new, when Rich first started, he was flying with a senior person. And their piece of advice for him was to get a postcard from every layover that he went on. Like the first time he was in a city, if he actually laid over there, to get a postcard. And I just love this book of postcards that we have at home.
Yeah, honestly, it seems so stupid and it was so silly, but we were in Minneapolis. That was my very first layover as a flight attendant, and I was looking at like magnets, and she's like, but are you really going to get magnets? And I know some flight attendants do this, like they get a magnet for every city they've ever been to.
We do magnets for like places we vacation together, but this is totally like, I feel like the postcards made it so much more special.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that it's just so cheap and so easy, like you spend $1 or $2 on a postcard, it's not breaking the bank as a new hire, but then it's a fun way to like showcase and really look back at everywhere you've been. And like, I have this whole photo album of, I don't even know how many layovers now, like 150 or something.
So many.
But each postcard, like the only thing I didn't do that I really regret not doing is writing the crew and writing like what happened on the layover. But every city I go to, I still do it to this day.
He does.
New cities, I will buy a postcard and stick it in this photo album. And it's just so cool to flip back on the memories. Yeah. Highly recommend it.
I thought some of them did have crews, and you didn't do it on all of them. You just did it on some of them.
No, I was real lazy about it too, where I would just be like, oh, I need to throw in another postcard. And I honestly, there's like how many cities in Florida? Some of those blend together. And I'm like, I don't know if I was in West Palm Beach or Tampa or Fort Myers, honestly. They all start to look the same. What was your first layover?
San Luis Obispo, California. Speaking of random California cities.
That all maybe kind of start to blend together sometimes.
Because I started with the regional, so we were going to like small California towns. But yeah, I was San Luis Obispo, and I got last minute called out, so it was a crew of new hires. I was with a classmate on my first flight. Oh my God, I was scared to death. And then we get to this overnight, and I'm like, you don't even know how to behave because you're with a classmate who's never been on an overnight either, and they don't know how to behave.
Right, no one's like showing you the ropes, like in my case. Although in my case, the ropes were we went to Mall of America and ate Taco Bell. Oh, but you know what? I had a great time.
Yes, but I am jealous of the fact that somebody gave you that advice, because I really wish I had some sort of collectible. 20 years later, I wish I had some sort of memento for all of that. I really think your collection is beautiful, and I really love that you were with somebody that like shared that advice with you.
Honestly,
to do that sort of thing.
Was one of the best pieces of like little nuggets of wisdom that anyone has given me in this job, and I recommend it to every new person that I fly with too.
100% know that you do
bought
that.
People their postcards and been like, go start your album, and I hope they do.
Yeah, I love this. I love that. Wait, you buy them their first postcard?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She bought it for me.
Oh, I didn't know that part of the story.
That's part of my whole thing is like, she bought me my first postcard to start this album.
That makes
sense. Now, if I'm flying with someone who's like on their first trip, I'm like, let me buy you a postcard.
I just learned something new.
Yeah. It's such a cute little way to like pay it forward. Like you said earlier, taking care of people.
I mean, I love jumping off and getting somebody a cup of coffee because you know they're new, right? Like it's fun to be able to do that for somebody. So I love when we get to pay things forward. So
we really do take care of each other.
So what we learned today is that we both love and hate layovers, and we're probably vibing out on whether or not we come out with you.
Yeah, I think people always think it's this glamorous thing, and some days it is. Some days we're having these epic adventures, and some days we really are slam clicking because you've just been around people too much and need a little me time.
And you need some me time. That's it. Exactly.
Yeah. So what do you guys do on your layovers? Tell us. Go ahead and DM us or email us at podcast@twoguysonaplane.com. Tell us your favorite food places, cities you go to for different things, and your fun layover stories, or if you slam click or you explore. We'd love to hear it.
And if you are a slam clicker, tell us how you spend your time in your hotel room. Is it Netflix? Is it self-care? Like, what are you doing? We'd love to hear all of it. Join us next time for more humor, heart, and story from our beverage cart.
This episode was brought to you by Staff Traveler, the #1 non-rev app. If you travel on standby tickets and are looking to make your journey easy and stress-free, check out the Staff Traveler app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Visit stafftraveler.com/2guys to learn more and sign up.
An Ironic Media production. Visit us at ironickmedia.com.